Yeah, it's recording. Okay. Fine. You can upload.
Yes. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm also very fit as a fiddle. Thank you so much for asking. So, what about you?
I'm also doing very great, ma'am. And as we are meeting very first time, so I would like to know about you. So please, could you introduce yourself?
Okay. Thank you so much for inviting on your channel. Okay. So, as you know, my name is Babita. I'm calling you from Gorakhpur about my education. I have done graduation with English. I did PG, I did BA, and also qualified CTED, UPTED. Apart from that, I'm a homemaker. Simultaneously, I'm running YouTube channel. It's been 7 months, and I started my YouTube journey. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love singing, yoga, and nowadays I'm very fond of talking with the people because I want to enhance my communication skills. Yeah, that's all about me. Thank you. May I know about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my name is Sapna, and I'm private school teacher and as well as homemaker, and I'm blessed with a son. And if I talk about my qualification, so I'm graduate and as well as I recently done my B.Ed and I also run my own YouTube channel by the name Sapna Raghuvanshi and I have come on this YouTube platform only for learning English communication and I hope you know about me. So ma'am, today I'm feeling very happy to have you on my channel as a guest. So please ma'am, just tell me about your journey, English learning journey. Means
Yeah, yeah,
when did you
definitely.
start?
Okay, so by the end of this month, it's been 1 year. I have been learning this language. Okay, so initially, it was not my cup of tea because I didn't know anything about English. Although English was my subject when I was in the college, but when I was in the college, that time I was so curious. I was so passionate to learn this language because there was a sir. He was speaking English so good, so impressive English, and that time I was feeling I should learn this language sooner or later, right? So after getting married, I find mobile. Okay, I found mobile, and then after got this mobile, I learned many things through the social media. So I can say social media is very, very great platform. If you're not able to go outside, okay, so you can learn anything sitting at home. So, in my initially time, I used to do a lot of things like think in English, talk to myself, mirror technique, and also one of my friends is online and still I'm talking with her. So, we used to talk with each other at the time because he was also so passionate to learn this language, right? So but we were like talking to each other on audio call, right? Still we are talking to each other on audio call. So it is very fortunate for me, I can say, right? So just because of her I'm learning and I'm able to speak now, right? And I also used to put a lot of effort in it because until you put your effort, your enthusiasm, your dedication, you're not going to learn anything, right? So it took me 6 months to understand, to speak, and everything, right? After 6 months I was able to speak in front of others because I used to shy person at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't want to speak. Yeah, I didn't want to speak in front of other people, right? But yes, it was my dream. I had to learn any how this language, right? So just because of passion, courage, I am here and now I am able to speak. So it is my journey. And when I was busy in the kitchen at that time, I was listening a lot, like conversational video, any podcast. So according to your choice, you can also like listen because listening is a very great way to improve your English, right? So I used to listen a lot, listening and speaking. I used to like do. I used to do a lot of listening, speaking. So in this way, I'm learning, and still I'm doing all those things like listening, speaking, reading, and writing. I don't like reading, writing too much, but whenever I get free time, so I prefer to writing also, because writing is also a very important part. If you are
Yeah.
writing, then you can find, you can correct your grammar part as well. So most like all those parts very important in this language. So if you want, you can. If you have enough time, then you can go for it. Otherwise, if you don't have enough time, then you can just follow two things like listening and speaking. So it is
Yeah.
very great.
I sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but as you said, talk about time, so I also want to talk about my time. That as I mentioned, that I am a school teacher, and if this time I'm saying so, I'm just returning from my school and just talking to you. And even I wished like to take tea, but I didn't. I thought that no, I should talk at first to ma'am, because I used to watch your many video, and you are. I can say, ma'am, that you are a center of motivation for homemaker. And if I say about there are many friends of mine who have means enough knowledge of grammar at least, but I don't know why they are feeling shy to speak English. And
Hmm.
whenever I always try to motivate my friends to speak, but they said, okay, I will speak, just give me some time, some time and all, because I have to learn something. I said, no, whatever knowledge you have, just try to speak in that knowledge. Because earlier, ma'am, I was also thinking the same thing, that at first, if I want to speak English, so at first I should learn about modal verb, conditional type sentence, so causative type sentence and all, because this. But I realized when I start speaking, so day by day, I'm just feeling myself comfortable to frame sentences frequently in my mind. And earlier, when I was reading and indulging myself very much in grammar, so that time I was always thinking about which type of sentence is this, which type of rule regulation we have to use, we are supposed to use, so this type of thing. But yes, and if we talk about, there are also some type of people who don't have means any basic knowledge of grammar even, and they are speaking fluently. And I have also faced such type of person in my life, means on an app in my initial day, when I used to talk means but I was not consistent that time, ma'am, I can say. But that time I my call was getting connected with a person, and he said that he didn't know anything about grammar, and he was speaking so fluently. So I was completely amazed that how, means how can it be possible that without knowing a means single rules and regulation of grammar, why you can speak so fast. So he said it's all means speaking, and speaking English and means grammar is just completely different. If you want to speak, just at least at first try to speak, and
Hmm.
gradually you will learn all grammar, basic grammar. So it was his point of view, but that time I was completely amazed. And when I one day when I came across your channel, so I also got myself very much motivated that being a homemaker, only if you are passionate about this language, means you are learning this language, and you speak means very smoothly, I can say. So I was also just very much inspired that time, and I decided if means all are doing something, so for me especially English communication, means knowing English communication is compulsory, because I'm English teacher. Now I decided to do something, and I hope you know about my channel that I used to tell only motivational story, because as you said, ma'am, that it depend on time, how much time we have. So I want to share about my time that I have completely, means sometime I want to read, and I just open book for reading, because in my initial day I have purchased a book online, and whenever I open my book that time, after returning from my school, means I was telling my story, learning story, then speaking English with the help of a story. And when in evening means I try to read the book, that time my son disturbed me. Mama, please help me in doing homework. Sometimes there are lots of work, so I couldn't, even though I want to read, but I, due to lack of time, I never read.
Yeah, I can understand your situation. So, do you teach in a school?
Yes, ma'am, I'm private school teacher, and if this time I'm talking to you just after returning from my school.
Hey, that's really great. I'm really like very glad for you. I appreciate
And
you really.
my
Yeah,
all motivational story, you whenever you see me, always in school get up, because in my school means sari is dress code
yeah,
is compulsory for, and whenever I was in informal dress, so it means in suit, so that time it means that I'm not supposed to go to school, I'm at home, it mean.
yeah,
And now I'm
happy
also
for
returning from my school, and decided to talk to you. And you are really amazing, ma'am. You are doing great. And uh, today itself, I means I make my friend see your video. Like, look, if being a homemaker, she can speak English so fluently. So you are a teacher. You can also speak. Means she is very nice, and she always try to speak English. And she is speaking, ma'am. But sometimes she feels shy, she feels shy,
yeah,
so that's why I am always here to motivate others, on my channel also. And yes,
yeah,
ma'am, I must say that you are also motivating people a lot.
yeah, right.
That's why I
Because
approached you, and I messaged you earlier. That time I was completely unable, like, how to talk to you. But soon I just forced my husband to do something because I want to talk to you. So
yeah,
you said just message, ma'am. She will definitely
yeah.
provide you.
Yeah, definitely. I always like ready for this, right? If any other person want to talk to me, then I always ready for this, right? Because I
Yes,
know when I was learning English, then I also like used to talk and other people, right? So in this way, a lot of people are there who really wants to learn this language. They want to
yes,
connect with other people. So yeah, it's our responsibility. We should give time for other people, right? And thank you so much. You are liking my video and
yes. Of course,
my
ma'am.
video
I like.
motivated you. Really, it make me happy, right? Really.
Ma'am,
Okay.
you should feel happy because you are doing great, and you are really very nice guy. And also, you are doing great for learners and beginners. And now I have also jumped on this platform, so I will always try to motivate others, and just this type of beginners and learner who are facing the same problem as I was facing in my initial day. This is my main purpose, because yes, ma'am. Now, if I'm able to talk to others, of course, I can say this is all of my means result of my hard work. Of course,
Yes,
until and unless we do something, we can't achieve anything. This is the reality, and of
yes,
course, we
you can't achieve anything, right?
without doing anything, we can't expect to get anything in our life. So,
Because you're not putting your effort, right? You're not putting your more energy. Then how it is possible for that person they can learn anything without putting their effort, right? So if you want to learn anything, then you have to put and you have to do that work in different way so that you can like achieve something better in your life, right? And in our life, I always think like God given us this life only once time, right?
yes, exactly.
And firstly, we have to recognize ourselves, which kind of quality and quantity we have, right? If once you recognize yourself, then you can learn anything, you can achieve anything. There is no doubt, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, everyone has different kind of quality, right? So if you want to learn anything, and if you are so passionate to learn anything, then you can easily and effortlessly learn. There is no doubt. Right?
Actually, I also want to say something. If you are this time saying that, yes, if we really want, we can learn anything. And yes, if I say today itself, not today, means before someday, I just recently learned how to drive a scooty because it was my dream to drive a scooty, but I never found any scooty. Like I never found a situation and how to drive, when to drive. But one of my friend just make me learn how to drive. So she also
Oh,
said like you learned so fast. It look like you already knew about it. I said
then
no. It is first time. Then I touched scooty,
you
but
were
I
ready for,
learned.
yeah. And once you're ready for yourself to do anything, you can learn. There's no doubt. Yeah.
Yes, of
So
course.
just because of passion, courage, enthusiasm, if you have all those things, you can easily learn, right?
Yes, ma'am. And yes,
People are like making excuse. No, I don't have time. I will do it tomorrow, right? So it is not good because until you make time for yourself, then how is it possible for you that you can achieve your goal so easy, so fast, right? So until you make time for yourself, whatever you want to learn, whatever you want to do in your life, then you can't learn. Then firstly, you have to recognize yourself, which kind of quality you have, and then you can go for it, and you can like put some effort. You will have to put some effort in it. Then only
yes.
you can achieve. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. If I also want to say about something for learners and beginners, as we are motivating this type of person who want to do something, but due to habit of procrastination, as you said, that sometimes people used to like, okay, just let it be today. I will definitely do it tomorrow. This type of, and earlier, I was also habitual like this type of habit. Sometime I wanted to do something, so I just delay it on tomorrow. But ma'am, to be very honest, if I say, when I started learning story and speaking English with through my story, so that time when I learned my story, so I also learned a beautiful lesson from my story. And after telling this story, whenever this thought come in my mind, okay, just today I'm feeling very tired, just do it tomorrow. But soon I realized that like no, I'm doing bad. It's cheating. That I'm on my channel, I'm always saying that I'm here to motivate you, and if I'm doing such type of procrastination, so this is not good. And that time I means I just ready to do my work at that moment itself. So I can say that if people really want to get themselves motivated, so they should try to motivate themselves by themselves. They should
yeah,
not
by
wait for others, because yes ma'am, this is reality of world, that in this world no one will come to make you realize that you are something, you're someone, or there's something quality in you. And if you really want to recognize your quality, so you have to recognize your inner power, your quality. And of
yeah,
course God has provided
definitely.
all with lots of honor, but some people just don't want to reveal it, just keep it safe in himself or herself. This is the
Then
fact.
and for you, if you want to do something better in your life, and postponing is not good manner, right? So if you want to do something better in your life, and if you want to achieve in your life something good, then you will have to put some effort, your energy, more energy. Then
Yes,
only
ma'am.
you are going to achieve it. Okay, so I think we should wind
Yes,
up the session. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. And it's really nice to talk to you, ma'am. And definitely sometime we again talk very soon.
Definitely, always welcome for you. Okay, and thank you so much
Okay,
for
ma'am.
inviting me to the channel. And you are also speaking so good, right?
Pleasure. All pleasures are mine, ma'am, that you came on my channel.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Okay, but it was lovely connecting with you. Thank you.